Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Roy's Tie-Dye Sci-Fi Corner. This is episode number 300. Wow. And with me tonight to celebrate this 300th episode, and we're just going to kind of let loose tonight and have it be an open discussion, is my friend, my co-host, the one and only, Mr. Ross Amico.
Hey, Roy. Like the Man of Steel. I stole this t-shirt. Yeah. I brought my robe because I have no idea how long this is going to run tonight. I forgot my Captain Kirk pillow. But...
Oh my goodness. Hey, Ross.
Hey, Roy.
I can't beat that opening.
Yeah.
I would hum the Superman theme, but we'll probably be thrown off the air, and it's not because of copyright issues. It'll just be because my singing's so bad.
Maybe.
Anyway, hey Ross, this is great. I am so excited. This is our 300th episode of the show. My God, it was literally 6 years ago last Friday, the date April 3rd, 2020, that the show premiered in a different incarnation, but it literally did premiere on that date. So here we are.
Here we are.
And yeah, I'm just excited. I'm just we're kind of taking the easy way out, folks, tonight, but it's going to be a nice easy way out because what I'm doing is we've opened it up and we're going to have the viewers that watch our show, whether it's religiously every single time we're on or occasionally or on the rewind, you're all welcome to come on within the 2 hours, and we'll have each person on for maybe about 5 to 10 minutes and just kind of reflect on what we've done and just reflect on sci-fi and anything you'd like to talk about, anything you'd like to plug, anything. So it's just wanted to say thank you to everybody, and we really appreciate it, and we just wanted tonight to be kind of fun. And then the other piece of the excitement is Artemis is landing, coming back from space. It's going to be landing at approximately 8:07 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So what I'm going to try to do, provided everything goes well, is do a live feed so we can kind of watch that together just for maybe like 10 minutes, just as, you know, it's Artemis is coming in. I'm not going to, have that on all night, but just for about 10 minutes or so, and just kind of reflect upon the space program, where it is now, and then also talk about, since the majority of us were around in the 1960s, 70s, 80s, obviously, but in that time frame, about the space program then. So I thought that would be kind of cool, the nostalgia effect. And the last thing, what I'm going to do is, and that'll be the first thing actually, is I updated the montage video. A lot of folks have been commenting about it and everything. So I just wanted to share that with everybody, and I thought that would be kind of cool. And it's probably about like 9 minutes long, and then just kind of a tease of what we've done over the years, and different guests that we've had on the show, and just the fun we've had. So that's kind of like what we're looking at, and yeah.
You want to stick around for that?
Ross likes the unedited version, which I still have to send to him. I want to just say hi to the folks out there too that are joining us in the comments section, and we do have folks that are in the green room backstage, and I really appreciate their patience. Shari's down there, and she's actually first on the list tonight. Appropriate, hun, and she's saying, "Hey guys, wow, 300, congrats!"
Yeah, felt every minute of it.
Nice. And John Patterson is joining us. Welcome, John. And May is joining us, or Chow. He's saying welcome. There goes Ross. Joining us from Canada. Welcome. And John said, are the shelves behind Ross prefab, or did he custom make them?
They are custom made. Yeah. They're CD shelves.
Yeah.
They go up to the moon.
Literally. And it's orbiting the Earth, as you can see.
There you go. Like that, and so on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Also, Brennan is out there. Welcome, Brennan. Brennan's joining us from Massachusetts. And I see Marianne is joining us. Hey, Marianne. Thank you. All right. With that said, I'm gonna start with the montage, and then we'll come back. So, oh, Martin's out there also joining us from New York, and he's saying hello, everyone. Oh, he's on vacation though in Gettysburg tonight.
Ooh.
Welcome, Martin. Very cool. Thanks for joining us. Just to the camaraderie.
Camaraderie. Oh wait, I gotta get this thing out. It's my last dark beer of the season, I think. It's the last one in the fridge, anyway.
It's my lemonade.
I said, "Oh, where'd all the beer go?"
Hey, Andy. Thanks. Andy's joining us from California. Oh, and Jenny's out there joining us from Australia. Welcome, Jenny. Good to see you out there. Okay. Here we go, and hopefully this works all right. Hey, Ross. Wow, we did a lot of stuff.
I'm feeling all warm and fuzzy, Roy. A lot of
Oh,
episodes.
my goodness. Hey, I just want to say hi to some folks out there. And by the way, Martin commented while that was all going on. The longest episode featuring Ross's COVID beard.
Yeah, yeah. I met a friend after we were starting to associate with people again after the shutdown, and he said, "Man, that beard does nothing for you."
Well, it's funny. After you shaved it, Ross, it was like you were like a different person.
know.
Oh,
Not really, though.
yeah, not really.
Just look like a different person.
Anyway. So with that said, well, I was trying to time this out, and I was trying to give. Oh, hang on 1 second. I'm trying to multitask everybody, and I'm kind of. I'm juggling along the way here, and I'm kind of like almost there, almost there. Anyway, alrighty. So I am going to actually bring on was going to bring on Captain Phil first, because he was actually our first guest for the first episode, and Phil was working to get here, but he had to run out, so I will actually bring him on second. But first, I mean, we could banter just a couple more minutes.
Has the banter begun?
Has the banter begun? I'm working on it, Ross. I'm working on it. Randy's actually commenting from behind backstage. I like saying that, backstage. That sounds really cool.
Lord of the Banter.
He said a lot of guests in the Lord of the Banter. Yeah, exactly.
So do you have the setup now that these things pop up, or are you actually putting these up in the little boxes at the bottom?
Oh, I have to put them up.
You have to put them up, okay? Because I was seeing them when the montage was going on.
Yeah, we can actually see them, but I don't think the audience can. Or maybe they can.
Usually I don't see any of the comments unless you put them up, because I look at everything full screen. I don't look at the comments.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say hi to Diana. She's out there. She's joining us, and she's saying she's joining us from Canada. So, hey, Diana, thanks for being out there. Nick McCarty's out there, and he's joining us from the UK. Welcome, Nick.
Wow.
Dennis Chevalier is joining us from Canada. Again, welcome.
Oh, Dennis.
And Martin was saying hi to Jenny. And thanks, Marianne. Marianne said that was super. Glad you enjoyed it.
This is super.
And Lou was out there. Hey, Lou. He's joining us from Rhode Island. Good to see out there. And Graham just commented and said, good morning, afternoon, evening, folks. And of course, many congrats on your 300th episode. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, Graham. And Christopher's out there. Thank you so much, Christopher, as well. Saying happy 300th, my friends. And Marianne said, yes, and I want a t-shirt like that too. Oh.
Do you have any extras?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to have to do an order. I'll have to start posting about the ordering shirts, because folks have commented about that. So I'll keep you posted on that, Marianne. And we'll be doing another round of that. I try to do them pretty much all at the same time. So thanks for letting me know. And Martin just said, the eyes, Rex, the eyes.
The eyes, Rex, the eyes. Yeah, that didn't turn up in the montage, did it?
No.
My Duke de Richelieu costume from The Devil Rides Out.
Brennan is saying I can see my own comments, but nobody else's. Weird. That's strange. Oh, you're welcome, Marianne. So anyway, I'm going to see if Captain Phil made it, and it does not look like he did. So with that said, I am going to bring on our first guest, and this person actually has been a huge supporter of the show, and going back a ways, like back to 2020, and he's definitely put a lot of special guests in our direction, and I really appreciate him for that. And also appreciate his friendship, and he's a great guy. And then, honestly, Ross, between him and you are the two that make me laugh the loudest. In fact, Shari even said to me Roy, you're either on the friend with Ross or you're on the phone with Edwin. She always knows. In fact, when I was in the hospital, I had to kind of curve it because it was like I was afraid to laugh too hard because it's like I'd be like, oh. Anyway, with that said, Edwin Thrower, welcome.
Hello, coming to you live from the Death Star throne room. I was trying to upload a screensaver. I'm like, shit, he's going to have me on first, and I've got to get this damn background up real quick. And I thought, should I be original and have the Starship Enterprise? And like everyone would do that. But yeah, the Death Star throne room is another one of my favorites. I frequently have it in work meetings as well. So
now, how cool is that?
I know, right? I know. But yeah, it's I have to say, like, yeah, I remember when we were in the car park at Chiller, you were leaving, and I walked over to your car, and I had you laughing so hard. I thought you were gonna. I said, like, imagine that in your obituary, you know, like passed away in the car park at the Parsippany Hilton. That would be like bit more creative, but yeah.
Another way to put them on the map, right? With their, you know, because a lot of times what happens is the power goes out at Chiller or something happens, and then they
bomb scare or a shooting or something. They always have something going on. Going to be there in 2 weeks because obviously Heather Locklear is on my bucket list, and I have TJ Hooker memorabilia and Dynasty memorabilia to get signed. So that's definitely going to be one. One of your prior guests, Pamela Ferdin, will be there as well.
Oh, very cool.
So
yes,
yeah. So looking forward to, oh, you're welcome, Sherry. It's mutual. It's mutual. We are on the phone and we are laughing so hard. My chest hurts as well after a good banter with Roy. But yeah, congratulations on 300 shows. And I try and avoid it when I can, but unless you're
making Ross laugh right now, Edwin.
Yeah, I try to
like
avoid
he
it.
Press gangs me in it. He's like, "Hey, yeah, so are you like joining the show?" And I'm like, "No, Roy, I have a life." I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. No, I love coming in there, and you know, I love coming in there to the show, and especially when you have like some really great guests on, and there's like times when I can't make it. I'm like, damn, you know, it's so it's always nice to catch the recordings. And like I say, you've had some really nice guests, and it's been nice to be able to like facilitate some of those interactions and get people on the show who I know really want to be on it. And sort of like I see them at an event, and then I hound them, and they agree to come on your show if I go away and leave them alone. So that's how we get them on, you know.
that's the trade-off, eh?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Martin said, "Remember, Roy, this is a Sparta." No, I just wanted to say thank. No, because I mean, with Gerald Fried, I mean, that was such a special show. And I keep hoping that perhaps the audio, I mean, Phil is in the green room, and I'm going to have him on next, because Phil was actually the very first guest on the show when I did it back in 2020. But I had lost a lot of the episodes, and unfortunately the ones that I did lose were a lot of the earlier episodes, and they had, you know, wonderful interviews, and Gerald Fried being one of them. And again, thank you to Captain Phil out there. What happened was he was such a fan of Roy's Tie-Dye Sci-Fi Corner that he had downloaded the MP3s, the audio of it. So thanks to him, we actually now have the Ralph Sinensky episode that had been lost. And that was like almost like 4.5 hours of having Ralph on the show. Yeah. And I'm just, you know, so excited that, you know, that's been preserved with the audio, because you know what, he was such a nice guy, and his knowledge and his memory, I mean, for somebody that was at the time, I think he was like maybe 97, 98 when he was on. I mean, he was rapidly approaching 100. His memory was like a steel trap.
Yeah.
We're questioning an episode or a show, and I was asking him if he had done it. He's like, Roy, I never did that. And then, you know, like, I believe you.
Yeah, it was like our dear friend David. I mean, he's just hit 100, and he's really sharp too.
Oh, absolutely.
You know? Yeah. But no, I just want to give you hope, Roy, in that recently there were 2 canisters of film discovered, and they were 2 missing episodes of Doctor Who that had been missing for 60 years, and they just found them. And they got them cleaned up and screened them at the British Film Institute. And for Doctor Who fans, they're now available on YouTube. Dalek Master Plan 1 at episode 1 and 3. And if they can find missing episodes of Doctor Who after 60 years, I'm confident that we can find the Roy Tie-Dye Corner missing episode. In fact, you would not be a sci-fi oriented show if you didn't have some missing episodes, you know. So don't give up hope. It's out there in the ether somewhere, you know. So, and I just want to say real quick, like, about bringing Jerry on the show. Like, I had the pleasure of meeting Jerry thanks to David Frankham. In conversation with David one time, he just happened to mention that Jerry lived in Connecticut. And I'm like, you're kidding. And David and Jonathan facilitated an introduction, and we went over to Jerry and Anita's apartment in at the time, Bridgeport, Connecticut. And we spent a lovely evening. We had dinner with them. We spent a lovely evening with them. I brought a small truck with me full of collectibles for Jerry because he'd agreed to sign them for me. And he showed me his man cave. He showed me all these wonderful like letters from Herb Solo, Gene Roddenberry, Alex Haley. Like he had a mural of like from Roots on his wall. And he was a lovely person, and his wife Anita, very, very lovely. And they let me hold the Emmy. Like, I'm in awe of his Emmy that he co-won for Roots. And I'm like holding this Emmy like it's a religious artifact, and I've just recovered it from a tomb. And like he's like said, oh yeah, like we just have to dust around it, you know. It's like it's just there, you know. But he was very nice. Kept in touch with him. And I remember sending him, because he was a little ill at the time, so I mailed him his last birthday gift, actually, and it was a mug with "I make music" on it, right? And he left me a message on my answer machine, and he goes, thank you. He says, I look forward to enjoying a fifth of scotch in that mug. But yeah, he was a really nice guy. Really, really enjoyed it. Glad we could get him on the show, you know.
Yeah, no, and Ross is, you know, in regards to music, I mean, his appreciation and his knowledge for music, I mean, is just it's amazing. And I'm just so happy that, you know, we actually had the opportunity to, you know, speak with Gerald Fried and Jerry Fried. And I just, like I said, I keep hoping maybe Captain Phil will find, he thought maybe he had it. So, or somebody out there is.
I just also want to quickly say, because I know you've got a lot of other people to get on here, but I just also wanted to bring up, like, you know, introducing you to Alan Asherman. Who is sadly no longer with us. And I got to know Alan in May 2023. And sadly, he passed away in September of 2023. And I'd only known him like 3-4 months. And I felt, and the feeling was mutual. We felt like, you know, his wife said to me, he felt like he'd known you a lifetime, because we just really hit it off. And I still keep in touch with Arlene, and we write one another, we text, we meet up, and we talk about Alan. And I just wanted to bring Alan up because he was a lovely guy. And
he was.
I just like him to have a shout out there, you know. And it's like what you said to him about the Star Trek compendium, and how you like used to read it, and your cover was well loved. It was all creased and crinkled, and you used to read it with the flashlight, you know, when you'd gone to bed and so on.
I remember the night. I remember the day I got that at a Walden Books. It was in fact, it was at the Walden Books that's right behind where Ross grew up. One of the homes that Ross grew up in, and it was at the Palmer Park Mall. I remember the day I went there, saw it, and I was like, oh my God. And I got it. And then I was staying over a friend's house, and there was like about, you know, 3 or 4 of us. And, you know, throughout the night, I just had that book with me, and I was just like going through it. And I was just like, I was in such awe because it had so much information about the scripts and the first draft and second draft. And to your point, Alan did all the research on that. I mean, there was no
before the internet.
Yeah. And I am happy to say I do have that interview, and that it is preserved. So it's like some of these I really should repost so folks can see it. Some of them are, a lot of them are on YouTube right now. Facebook doesn't allow live videos to be saved past 30 days anymore. So, you know, I'm kind of dishing Facebook right now, but YouTube is where the majority of our shows are at. But I also have them now in an archive that I really need to upload that, because Alan was, very gracious with his time, and he was such a nice person, and he did a lot for Star Trek fandom, and he really should be remembered. So I appreciate you giving him a mention.
Yeah.
But I hate to cut you short, and
that's all right, Roy. Happy to pop in and say hi. And do you want me to hang backstage or go out on the other side and just watch the rest of the show? I'm happy to watch the rest of the show.
Yeah, yeah, you can clear out, and the only reason is because maybe other people might come in, and I don't know if there's a limit. But please,
there is. It's a limit of 10. It's a limit of 10.
So please give Rachel our best, and
will do.
Thank you so much. And you are in that montage. I think the way it played, though, because
I was just teasing you. I was messing around with my laptop, and I probably missed it. So I'm like, let's send him a message saying, "I'm devastated, Roy. I wasn't in the montage. I might have missed it.
It's all good. LLAP.
All right, mate. Take care. Oh, hang on. It's warping out of the throne room. There we go. LLAP. Catch you guys soon.
Take care, Edwin. Thanks again.
Okay,
Thanks,
cheers, Roy. Cheers, Ross. Cheers. Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Get his fingers stuck in the hubcap.
Anyway, I'm going to speed through this a little bit. Thank you again, Edwin, for coming on. And like I said, we have a few people backstage, and I want to make sure everybody gets some time. And I really appreciate everybody that's out there. Some of the comments that came through too. Let's see. Martin was saying, remember Roy is Sparta. And then he said, as long as Phil doesn't play one step beyond. Oh, Phil will tell some stories about that. There's a good story about that. He's going to be laughing, I'm sure. Jeff Rubel's joining us from Utah. Welcome, Jeff. Jeff is actually did the viewer choice episode where he came on, and he got to do your movie that you got to see as a 5-year-old.
With my dad at the drive-in. Yep. A Mega Man.
Mega Man, that's so funny.
Yep, it does feel like 300 years. Who made that comment?
That was Jeff Rubel. With that said, this is a man that needs no introduction, and I said that during April 3rd, 2020, when I first had him on the show, and it is Captain Phil.
And Supergirl. Oh, his audio's off. Your audio's off, Phil.
We can't hear you, Captain Phil. And I don't have you on mute either.
Somebody else had an issue earlier, didn't they?
No. Let's see.
Is he still there? Is he frozen?
Nope, he's frozen.
Somebody froze Phil.
Whoops.
Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze. Oh, well. He'll come back.
All right.
Phil, if you can hear me, leave and come back on, and then we'll try take 2. And let me see here. Edwin said back to the other side. Hey, and Linda Sue is out there. Hey, Linda. She's saying, hey, Sue. Good to see you out there. Everyone's saying Phil is testing your lip reading skills. Yeah, we could see him, but we can't hear him. Phil. Let me try something. Nope. Yeah.
What happens here?
All right.
No, we can't see him either.
Oh, there he is.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can. Yep. Hey, Phil.
I'm getting it's weird. I'm getting an echo from you guys. I think it's okay now though. You know what it is? My audio is feeding back into the phone speaker. So I'm gonna pop myself down a little bit here. But yes, it's me, Captain Phil, and it's so great to see you, Roy and Ross. Ross, I need to have you back on my radio show, my friend.
You have to go on before 9:30.
Years?
Has it been?
I think so. I think I had you on for the Annie Haslam show.
Yeah.
And I promised to bring you back, and I never did because that's how I roll. You know?
Yeah. Well, also, if you're on after 9:30, I'm not going to do it.
Yes. Well, except you will do that for Roy. You know, you have that sort of dedication to the cult of Roy.
We're off by 9:30. Yeah.
Yeah, we're by 9:30.
If you do a daytime show, I'll do it. Oh, he's out again.
It's back. I did that by accident.
Okay. But yeah, I would love to do it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'd love to have you guys. I'd love to have you back on again.
Nice.
That would be fantastic.
He was about to
Yes,
say
I
you
was
guys,
thinking
and then he
about
kind
playing some
of
music in the background, Roy, and totally ruining your upload again with all the copyright restrictions.
yeah,
but,
I'm gonna have deja vu with that, Phil.
I tell you, it was a great idea. And when you made me watch that episode, that's the first thing I thought of when I said, this is going to be brilliant. I'll have that song on and everybody will think I'm a super mega genius. And instead I got you kicked off the internet. So,
Well, it wasn't to that extreme. And just to let the folks know that didn't actually see episode number 1, we were talking about One Step Beyond, and we talked about the episode The Promise, which was only appropriate because it featured William Shatner. Phil had never seen it. And actually, when he saw it, he was like, wow, this is pretty good. Now, what he did was he did play that piece of music. And what happened was on YouTube, after I uploaded it, we were, there was, I think, maybe about 60 seconds or 90 seconds. It wasn't even that long where it was captured. And I'm thinking, really? One Step Beyond? There was an issue. And then I'm thinking this, the show's from 1959. What could be happening? Here, it wasn't anything to do with the show. Because back then, what I would do is when we would do an episode, I would actually play the theme from the show as the intro. And I thought maybe that was the problem, but it wasn't. It was Captain Phil's playing the music in the background.
yes, as a retired music teacher and a volunteer radio professional, I didn't realize how copyrighted music worked. So there you go. Happy to help, Roy.
On episode number 1, Phil.
Episode number 1, collector's item.
Right out of the gate.
Two things. First of all, I was listening to Edwin when I was in the green room, and the green room was very nice. I requested only orange M&Ms, and they only were orange M&Ms, so I appreciate that. It was part of my rider, so that was really good. And I only wanted Avril Lavigne music played in the background while I was waiting, so that was excellent as well. So thank you for meeting my demands, Roy. But it was so great to hear Ed talk about Alan Asherman, who was a fixture in my beloved local Stony Brook convention, Icon, and he was there almost every year. I mean, I bought the interview book from him personally, autographed it personally. He did panels, and the fact that Ed was talking about him, it just brought it all back, and it was just so great to have his name mentioned. And you're absolutely right. We should not forget him because he was the type of fan who would probably know so much about Star Trek. He would replace Ross as your Ed McMahon and be able to be your sidekick, because that's how great he was at this stuff.
That's cool.
But the guy totally loved Star Trek. He was great to have at conventions, and it was going back to the 1980s, 1990s. And you're right. At some point, I may discover those other episodes, because I have a habit of recording things that I have some sort of interest in, or if I'm around for it, I would run. I have this piece of software called Total Recorder that records anything that's on my computer sound card. Copyrights be damned, and which comes very handy. I got it in my teaching days. If somebody said, we want to do this song, do you own it? And I didn't, but I would able to record it off of YouTube or whatever. So then I was able to get those episodes that were quote unquote lost. Although I believe they have to be somewhere. So I think you're going to find them someday, or maybe some audio will show up. And, I'm thinking you'll have to re-release it, as an animation with you and Ross, as cartoon characters talking,
Well, that's what Edwin was kind of hinting at. He was, he was talking about how that, with the whole scenario that took place with Doctor Who, and again, I am very grateful for the episodes that you did find, because those were those interviews. There's the Michael Forrest interview, which was an interview that was audio only at the time anyway. So that was appropriate. But then again, Ralph Sinensky, that was a 4.5-hour interview, and Ralph was just so wonderful. So, the fact that you found that, there was also the Sandy Gimple episode that you found that you had, and there was probably about 4 or 5 other episodes that too. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed. The Gerald Fried one was very, very special for Ross and myself as well. So that's the one that's at the top of the list.
So the $1 million question, Roy, is okay. So we found those. There are still a few lost, but are you recording this episode? because I
Yes.
believe this is potentially the greatest episode in the history of Roy's Tie-Dye Sci-Fi Corner. You have luminaries like Ed, Ross, Captain Phil. You know, if she walks into the camera lens, Abby the cat is here. It's going to be a stellar show, Roy. In the background, I'm watching Artemis II coming in for a landing.
Well,
So,
speaking of
quite
which,
exciting.
we are going to live stream Artemis 2 coming in. In fact, I have it all set ready to go. So around like 8 o'clock, I'm going to actually switch over. Actually, maybe 8:02 because it's supposed to come in around 8:07, and just do the live feed so everybody can see it just for maybe about 5 or 7 minutes. But
yeah, just a word of warning: NASA has decided to play One Step Beyond, the song, as they enter the atmosphere. So, just a cautionary tale there, Roy. So, you know, proceed cautiously.
absolutely, Phil. I don't mean to rush you off, but I'm going to have
Absolutely.
other people come on. Thank you so much for being a guest. I really appreciate it, and thank you for doing episode number 1. I mean, that you
my pleasure. I'm glad I did something legendarily stupid to make it a legendary episode. As always, Roy, I'm here to help, and I was glad to do that. And listen, don't be a stranger. You know, sometimes I fall down the Captain Phil's Planet rabbit hole, and I forget who's out there. If you've got something going on, you know, or you want to come on and promote, you know, the Ticonderoga Galileo shuttlecraft or this new Moonbase Alpha Kickstarter thing, just kick me in the butt and say, Captain, get me on the air.
Okay.
You know, and I will get you on, my friend.
No, I appreciate it, and I know, and I'll be honest with you, Warren, in regards to Return to Moonbase Alpha, I mean that's his baby, and he's put a lot of time and effort into it, and it's really coming along very nicely. So I will definitely relay that message to him, and you know, like I said, I've had him on too to talk about it. And also, of course, with Star Trek and everything, there's just so many wonderful things going on. You just mentioned it about the Galileo. I mean, that in itself, I mean, what's happening up in Ticonderoga, that's being built right now. I mean, that couldn't be a better place for the Galileo. I mean, and you know,
I mean, it would fit in my garage. That would be a decent place for it, you know. And I could like bang it on the roof with my styrofoam rocks while I wear my gorilla costume, you know. I mean, that's really my goal in life, is to be able to do that. But all right, you know, it is what it is. But
no,
yes, I don't want to eat up everybody else's time. I want to get back to the green room with my orange M&Ms and my Avril Lavigne music. And really a pleasure, Ross. Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. I love picking your brain. You are such a great guest. I need to have you back. I'm remiss, and my audience is the poorer for not having you on. And I love that wall of CDs behind you. It's just great. Someday I have to drive to New Jersey and just see what's actually on those shelves.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm here. Take care. Good to see you.
There we go. Roy's sending me out to the cornfield. Goodbye, everybody. Here I go.
Talk to you soon. Take care.
Bye-bye, guys.
Thanks, Phil. Phil's
wished him to the cornfield.
Yeah, there we go. All righty. Next up, I'm going to bring on Dale Morton. Now, Dale is a new viewer to the show, and we are going to be having him on. Dale, and I apologize, and I'll apologize once. I'll apologize to you twice. I'll apologize now, and I'll apologize when you come on. Dale has written a book, and I'm actually going to have him talk just for a moment about it, and we're going to talk about this book when we have him on the show in the weeks to come. So I was hoping to have done that actually in the month of March. So many things have happened, and then now we're in the month of April, and it's actually the middle of April. So it'll be sometime, whether it be May or definitely by June, I promise, Dale. But anyway, with that said, Mr. Dale Morton. Hey, Dale.
Hey, Roy. Hey, Ross. Hey, Roy. How you doing? Sorry if my voice sounds a little cracky. I'm a little under the weather today.
No worry. Thanks for being out there, and thanks for taking the time to come on. And I hope you feel better.
Oh, it's just sinus infection and sore throat, stuff like it. It'll go away in a couple of days, so I'll be all right.
Oh, that's good. So how are you doing otherwise? All right?
Oh, doing just fine. Just working away, keeping the mascot business going. That's what I do, is I make mascot characters for a living, as you probably already know. So just trying to do that and, stay above water like everybody else. So everything's cool otherwise.
Oh, that's good. Glad to hear that. Now, remind me, Dale, what state are you in? I know you're down south.
I'm in West Virginia.
Yep. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I'm a relatively new visitor to your show. I mean, I only discovered your existence maybe two and a half months ago, and found that you had this fine podcast, and started trying to make time to listen in and to comment, and enjoy it immensely. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. So you cover a lot of topics that I'm very into. So yeah, sounds fun.
Well, we appreciate that. Yeah, and like I said, we've been doing this. It's crazy that it's been
6 years. That's remarkable. That's a long stretch for internet life, So
Ross is hoping for another 24, right, Ross?
We're going for 30. Is that what it is? Is that the prophecy?
That reminds me of Bill Murray from Ghostbusters. Only 75 more to go.
Exactly. God, that movie's what, 1984 Ghostbusters, I think.
Yeah, and still holds up well. It's still the best one.
Yeah,
still holds up pretty good today. Yeah.
I don't know. When I think about that, I don't know where the time has gone. I mean, that's one of the things that which you probably, especially I'll rant about it a lot, is just the nostalgia aspects of everything, and just how time has gone so quickly, and it's insane.
Well, it's remarkable that that Ghostbusters is still just as popular now as it was then. Yeah. I mean, back then, me and my group of friends, we were probably some of the first to make our own Ghostbuster costumes, the backpacks and everything. We made all that out of cardboard and lights that we got from Radio Shack, stuff like that. But now, there are just as many, more costuming groups that are Ghostbuster costumers, with all the functioning equipment, and they go around to different functions, and it's just as popular now as it ever was. It still captures people's imagination, and it's still funny, So yeah, it's Ghostbusters is going to keep going on for decades.
Well, it's funny. One of the first Halloween parties Shari and I went to, we dressed up as Ghostbusters, and what we did was, when we entered and came into the house, we had the song for Ghostbusters going, and we're playing it on the recorder, which was really fun.
Right. We even back then, we were kind of into. We would have a Super 8 movie camera, and we would make our own little adventure movies. So we made two different little Ghostbuster films. One of them 3 minutes long, one of them 6 minutes long. And we had to use the fade in and stuff for the ghost, and we had to scratch in the proton streams and all that kind of stuff, But yeah, that was a lot of fun back then. Yeah.
Ross and I are both smiling because this sounds very, very familiar to us, doesn't it, Ross?
Scratching the film. We were just. Go ahead.
Did you all do some films of your own back then?
Oh yeah. Since 7th grade. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was during the summertime. We would that was like doing summer projects. In fact, Ross and I got to know each other because one of my grade school friends that became a lifelong friend, just like Ross. They're cousins, and during the summer, what he would do is he would make films, again, Super 8 films, and I went about trying to do that. Ross, the one that immediately comes to mind is Intervorzid, that you did, and you did some others as well. Yeah. And it was just a lot of fun, but trying to make laser beams by scratching the celluloid and taking like a marker, and then you're trying to do 16 frames or 24 frames per second, I think it is.
I'm not sure if Super 8's 24 or not, but it's at least 16.
Yeah, it's crazy. But and then you had only 3 minutes and 20 seconds of film on one, on the film reel, and you
can't find out if it turned out any good until you get it back from the developers, and some of it may have been horribly overexposed on the edges.
Yeah, they had G film. G film was the one that you could use where you didn't need the light, but you'd actually, you could film in low lighting if you didn't have. And oh my goodness, you're hitting a lot of memories with that.
And I managed to find a place that had black and white film.
Oh my gosh, really? Wow.
Yeah, so I filmed a noir film,
Uh-huh.
a detective film. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think we probably have a lot of younger experiences in common. I mean, my other friends, I wasn't involved in this project, but they shot a 15-minute Twilight Zone episode that they
Wow.
shot all in black and white on Super 8. So they had to special order the black and white film.
Yep.
We did an Indiana Jones picture that was about 6 minutes long. So yeah, those days of making those little Super 8 movies was a lot of fun. So
Yeah, it's funny you're saying that about the Indiana Jones because Joe Ross's cousin made something called the last. I was gonna say the last plot. It was called Omelet, and it was a take up on the cosmic egg and basically possessed. And then there's this whole ritual that takes place at the end, just like with that Belloc was trying to do with the
right.
the Ark of the Covenant and everything. And it's just
And then my head
There always
explodes.
has to be a magical element to it somewhere.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
we did that like back in 19. I think it was the summer of '81, right, Ross?
Must
Wow.
have been. Yeah.
So 45 years ago.
Yeah.
In fact, one of the
Cool.
things I wanted to do, Dale, was I wanted to actually show those films on like a broadcast like this, and then have us as the as the actors and the who were a part of it, and talk about it and just reminisce about it. But I don't know if folks would be into that, or we never. I actually.
It's kind of hard to gauge a little bit how much interest people might have in it. It's cool to us because we were involved in it, and we made it and it was fun. But it might bore other people to tears. You know what I mean?
And they're a little crude by the standards. People can make movies on their phones now that are professional grade, just about.
That's right.
And we were
I know, right? It's like, do you own an iPhone? Because if you do, there's your movie maker.
I think it'd probably interest people of our age, who would be interested and fascinated to see what we did when we were younger, and probably others who have done the same thing, But I think probably to the younger generation, they might view it as, oh God, that's a black and white movie. I won't watch that. That kind of thing. Ancient.
Film noir. Dale, real quick though, like I said, I definitely want to have you on. It'll probably be sometime either next month, and the latest would be June. But I'm looking forward to having you on talk about your book and discussing it with you. So
thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks, Roy. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Did you want to just give a quick plug about it? Just to let the viewers know that.
Sure. I'll be brief. It's basically an aviation adventure story that's a fictional account of a group of engineers who get a hold of and refurbish and refly the Howard Hughes flying boat, which is, of course, the Spruce Goose, which was flown for 1 minute for roughly 1 mile in 1947, never flown again. I've always had a thing for that airplane, and I just wanted to write an account, a fictional story of her flying again, and for a legitimate reason, not just because some rich guy bought it and wanted to fly it just for the fun of it, but for a legitimate military reason. So that's what I had to work up in the story is, the legitimate purpose behind it. So that's basically what it is, and it tells a lot about the history of the plane and her making and building, and so all the history in it is accurate. And I got to interview Dave Grant, who designed her hydraulic systems and was in the co-pilot seat the day she flew.
Wow.
He was 82 when I talked to him, but very sharp guy. So he's gone now, of course, but it was it took about 6 years to write, from 94 to 99 to write it, and I'm very proud of it. So I'm glad how it turned out, and so trying to get it promoted. So so that's about it.
No, that's an act of passion. So I commend you on doing that. And like I said, I'm looking forward to having you back on the show, and we'll talk about it in depth. And that'll be
thank you all. I appreciate it. Yeah, very much so.
Of course. Well, thank you for coming on for a couple of minutes. I appreciate it, and thank you for the support of the show. It's much appreciated.
Yeah, the show's awesome. I really enjoy it a lot. I really enjoy it a tremendous amount. And when I come back on, we'll probably talk about a lot a lot of other stuff that's more associated with the show, like Star Trek and stuff. I got a million things I can talk about on that subject. So
Awesome. No, I look forward to it too. As you know, I'm a big Trekker.
oh yes. So, okay, Ross, it's good seeing you, man.
See you. I hope you feel better.
Well, thanks, I appreciate that. Okay, Roy, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here because Artemis is coming in, and we're gonna go have dinner. So
Okay, take care. I'll talk to you
hey,
soon,
have a
Dale.
good rest of the time, and happy anniversary.
Thanks again.
All
Bye-bye.
right, take care, man. Bye bye.
Okay, he's a really nice guy, and I'm glad he was able to come on for a little bit.
But see, that's the thing. People are watching Artemis. You know, I went to see. What time is it? Yeah, I
It's
see.
8:05, so I'm gonna
go.
bring Artemis on the live stream, and well, you can try to watch this and see how it goes, and we'll go from there. And if it doesn't work, that's okay, but I'm hoping it does.
You can narrate it.
Yeah, we'll see. Hold on one second, Ross.
Be like the old days,
Yeah, right.
doing radio. Everybody's sitting around the radio.
Sounds like a song.
Mm.
Hang on. Almost there. Hang on. My computer is actually freezing. I'm probably overloading it. Are you still there, Ross?
Like my patience. Yeah, I'm here.
Hang on. Hold on, Ross. Patience is a virtue.
That's why I brought my robe.
Hang on a second. Hold on. Let's see if I can get this. Okay, I think I got it.
Did it land?
Not yet.
They're splashing down, aren't they? Or are they actually going to land the thing? Is it a parachute? I think they're splashing down, aren't they?
Yeah, they're splashing.
Hmm.
Hold on.
Yeah, I guess we're still a little ways away from actual spaceships touching down on the planet. Well, we did have the shuttles.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. Well, that was different.
All right, hold on a second. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it this way. Hold on one second. Extra image. Oh, hold on one second, Ross. I'm just.
All right. I'm trying not to talk.
Thank you, everybody, for your patience.
I don't want to distract you.
And no, you're fine.
Because now I'm thinking of some of the other flights in recent years, but I'm not going to start talking about it. Everybody's watching it on another screen anyway right now, I'm sure. Maybe I will. It worked so well in rehearsal.
Did it come up, Ross?
Yeah, it looks like it. I'll go full screen
There we
again.
go.
There we go.
You're probably not going to be able to hear the audio, but
Not really.
they're showing the inside of the phone.
So is it an hour and a half till splashdown?
No, it was actually. I guess. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe you're right, Ross. Originally, the splashdown was supposed to be. It was supposed to be around now, so maybe it got delayed.
Let me see.
So yeah, to your point, splashdown is an hour and 33 minutes away. Okay.
So just keep it on.
So
I'll see you later.
All right. So I'm gonna mute that, and we'll come back to that a little later. So I think we'll probably be off the air when it lands.
Yeah, I'm still seeing 807, but
Are you really?
Well, I mean, on the when I just do a quick Google search, I mean, I'm looking for like an updated schedule. Yeah.
Let me see. Oh,
Yeah.
here we go.
What is it going on? It's okay, folks. We'll edit all this out before it airs.
Actually, let me see. Somebody's commenting that. Yeah, Randy just said an hour and 32 minutes. Okay, so there's some time. So we'll come back to this.
All right.
All right. With that said, Randy, you have been super patient, and I want to thank you for that. And let's bring him on. Hey, Randy.
Hey,
nice. How you doing? Okay. I want to clarify something. The alleged moon launch.
That's right.
No, I'm not one of those.
We needed you to bring a little conspiracy to the show.
Way to go, Randy.
So happy 300. Doing well. Happy 300.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
I remember the first show
I
joined
you were on back
during COVID.
That's right. Do you remember what episode was the first one you saw with us?
Yes. It was a Space 1999 one, and that's why I watched.
Oh, okay.
I'm like,
very cool.
People are doing shows on Space 1999. I got to watch this. This is great.
Fast forward.
And I'd like to think I may be your most global watcher, because I watched from New Zealand, I watched from Germany, I watched on a bunch of business trips. So give me some kind of global pass or a global star. I don't know what that means, but
what can we come up with, Roy? Give him something.
Let's work on this, Ross. We gotta develop this.
I can fold him a newspaper hat. Yeah.
Also, how's the bubble gum? You still got bubble gum left?
I have a lot of bubble gum left.
What was that tie-in for? I can't remember now. We just did that.
They
it was
live.
yeah. They live, of course.
Yeah.
We were all out of bubble gum. Yeah.
There were so many references to that, Randy.
And I don't consider this a show. I consider this the opening ceremony of my Fridays.
Wow, we appreciate that. Thank you. I remember you commenting, saying that too. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and what makes me happy is just hearing, how, a viewer, a fan of the show, and somebody that just, is part of our family that tunes in each week or when you can. So it's very much appreciated. And I know there's a lot of people we have not mentioned, and it's just that if we try to mention everybody, we're going to miss somebody. So, and I almost got, in fact, Ross and I, when we did that, I don't know if you saw the video, but we filmed it in Princeton, and we were signing off. And then I said to Ross, just before we signed off, I said, yeah, but you know what? We should start saying, acknowledging some people. And he looked at me, he's like, you're going to get yourself into a lot of trouble.
I did see the video and I enjoyed it.
Thanks. Glad
you wound up cutting all that out. Because, of course, we forgot people.
Yeah. Speaking of forgetting things, there's a lot of movies I forget about and have never thought about in years, and then they come up in here, and then I watch them. I would have not even, like, the one I thought about just recently was Night Riders.
Oh my goodness, yeah, the George Romero, yeah.
Totally forgot about that movie.
Yeah,
and then I watched it after your show. It's like, wow, this is an amazing show.
Yeah.
It's very, very quirky, very unusual, and that's it's Romero, right?
Oh, the movie, yes.
Yeah.
Show's a little quirky too sometimes.
Yeah, we check all those boxes. And speaking of which, Randy, before you go on, I love that you're broadcasting from Eagle, or whatchamacallit, Launchpad number 1's hangar.
That's
right. Pretty cool.
This isn't virtually. This is real. I built it.
I thought so.
Did they leave you on the moon?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Watch out for space warps, though.
and the foamy bubbles. The foamy bubbles that might come in and do whatever. Right? Was it Space Seed or no? What was it? Space Brain.
Yeah. Stop the
Yeah.
foam. Stop the foam.
Not to be confused with Brian the Brain. That's a whole different.
Yeah, that's a whole different genre.
So, do you have a list of all the shows you've done?
You know what? That's a great question. I actually did start that probably when we were around up to 100. I actually did have them written down.
Sure.
And then what happened was after 100, I stopped writing them. Yeah, that's a great question.
Couldn't you reconstruct them from your invitations that you post? Aren't they all on Facebook still?
Or they are. Most of them are. In fact, I did that, like I said, up to 100. And then what I tried doing most recently, because as you know, we lost a lot of episodes because of Facebook. So I was curious which ones were lost and which ones, I had. So I do have like a partial list. It's not a complete list, but I have to get that, and along with all these other projects that I have going. That's another one that needs to be worked on. But great question.
Because I'll see a movie or think of a movie, it'll pop up on my YouTube feed, and then I wonder if you've covered it. Yeah. And I always naturally assume you have because you've covered everything, but maybe not. I don't know.
No, there are a lot we haven't covered yet. But
no, and I have to thank Ross. Honestly, I mean, it's so funny because I obviously like the mainstream, but I do like the ones that are off the beaten path too. But sometimes, Ross comes up with these great films. It's like, wow, I didn't even hear of this. Or if I did hear of it, it's like, that was like forever ago.
Yeah.
And he rejects it.
Well, the one that and it was so funny because and I think it was during Christmas time. Well, it wasn't Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. It was
Santa Claus versus the Devil. Yeah, you totally ruined my Christmas.
I just hated that.
You just shut it down.
I really did. That was just awful. But
you know
what? We should talk about that right now, Ross.
It's a fun movie. Yeah, we're going to do it right now. For real this time.
So I'm still trying to get my wife to watch Dragon's Domain.
Really? She never saw it?
Hasn't yet. I'm going to keep trying.
Yeah.
And I got a reminder to put it in perspective, right? I was in, second grade or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Probably a little not a good choice for me to be watching at that point. But
right.
If someone says what's the most scary thing from growing up, I would say that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I remember my parents went to they went out to the store real quick, and I think it was, how old was I? It was probably like 11. No, wait a minute. It was 77. I would have been 11 and this was in the rerun. And I was so excited. I had the tape recorder set, my Panasonic recorder up against the TV. In fact, I still actually have that tape. And what happened was when it came in, I went on the side of the television because I couldn't watch it. I was terrified. And it's so funny though, when you go online and you read about all these, these mid-50s, or close to 60-year-olds that were like, I don't want to say scarred for life, but they were like, traumatized because it's like they all remember. If they remember Space 1999, part of the reason they remember it is because of Dragon's Domain. It's usually the Eagles, it's usually the effects, it's Dragon's Domain, it's the stories. And it's one of the things, and Ross is going to start twitching very shortly because I'm going to start going down to Space 1999 hole. As we know, I love the show.
Be my guest.
There's so many reasons that folks love the show, but it's just that one of them that, in regards to memory, though, to your point, is Dragon's Domain, Randy. It's just it's crazy.
And also, thanks for validating that I wasn't the only one that would sneak cassette recorders into movies.
Oh,
yeah.
But don't tell me.
Yeah, right. Apparently, a lot of people did that, and I thought I was making a trend. Apparently, I was part of a trend. So,
well, it's funny because there is a famous movie which I will not disclose the name of, that was released on a LP, and it's like, okay, this is great and it's really clear, and there's a narrator who has a fantastic voice, but it's like this. I really want the whole thing, and yeah.
And you mentioned, was it Super 8 film earlier? You made movies of Super 8?
Right? Yeah.
So I had access to VHS, like the big VHS cameras, the ones that were like, the size of a suitcase.
Sure.
And I had all these models right? So like Space 1999 and Battlestar Galactica and Star Wars. And living in Wisconsin, what do we have in Wisconsin? Really good Hoth scenes.
Oh my God, yeah.
So, and I wish I had those tapes now. I made my own sequel to Hoth movies with Battlestar Galactica and Space 1999, all on Hoth. And it's one thing I wish I still had or could find.
Someday, is there any chance that they're preserved and they didn't get destroyed?
Probably not. And of course, the only music I had was like Flash Gordon music, right?
Yeah.
So talk about it like a mix mash of everything. So yeah, and nothing was to scale, but it was awesome.
Hey, you can't go wrong with Flash Gordon. I
Right.
remember seeing that. I saw that movie I think it was at least 3 or 4 weekends in a row when it was released it was December of 1980. That was just
fantastic movie, fantastic costumes, but I'll leave that alone. So keep up the good work. I'm looking forward to the 500th show, which if Ross is up for it, I'll see him there too.
I'm out of shape.
Yeah, I just did a temperature check with Ross, so we're good for another 30 weeks. I don't know.
All right, that's good.
Randy, thank you so much. Thanks for the support, and thanks for tuning in as always. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon. Here.
Thanks, Randy. I'm gonna have to get Burgess Meredith to whip me into shape. You're gonna eat lightning and crap thunder.
There you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, now we're making our way. Artemis has got another hour or so, Ross. So we won't stretch that out. But Warren is out there, and going to welcome him on. I think I want to make sure I got everybody else that was out there too, because of there were people that were waiting right from the beginning, from the get-go. So with that said, and Warren has got a lot of stuff that's going on in regards to Space 1999. We're talking about Space 1999, so we'll definitely be giving a huge plug in regards to that as well. So just bear with me as I bring him on here. Hey, Warren.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Hey, Warren.
Welcome.
I'm happy to be here. Nice to see you both.
Thank you. You too.
Nice to see you.
And most importantly, congratulations.
Thank you.
6 years is a staggering achievement. And Ross, I don't know how you put up with him this long, I tell you.
If you hadn't said that, Warren, I would have thought you were a pod.
Remember the last time I was on, you were talking about the abyss, and I put a fake mustache on, and you took me out. You can always just take me out, Roy. Just eliminate me from the stream.
Okay. Anyway, Ross, getting back to things.
Sometimes he can deadpan you.
Oh, lovely. That's brilliantly timed. No, and best to get me on, of course, towards the end of the show, so we keep the Space 1999 chatter to a minimum. Ross has put up with so much between you and I, Roy, and thanks for hanging in there and being such a trooper, Ross.
Yeah, of course. I'm just a guest myself.
Wow, it's it's been a lot of fun, and even watching you guys is sort of what inspired me to finally get going with our own little Space 1999 podcast. So it came around, came to be at a very opportune time, throughout the pandemic, as Roy has said, and it really filled a void for a lot of people, and the fact that you guys have carried it on this many years and this many episodes, just remarkable. You've had such an array of amazing guests as well. So yeah, way to go, you guys.
Thanks, man.
No, thank you. Appreciate that. It's definitely been a journey, and it's amazing how 1 year becomes 2, then 4, and now we're at 6. So it's fun, and that's the whole thing. I think I have to say that's the most important thing. And I mean, even with talking with Shari too, she always said, like before an episode starts and we start doing it, she'll say to me, I'll say, I'll talk to you later. And she says, have fun. And it's so true, because you know what? That's why we're doing it. I mean, I mean, originally I wanted to do something creative. I mean, I've told the story a million times now, but and then COVID hit, and I just wanted people, myself really, as well as people that were tuning in, just to have like a like a safe zone where it's like, you know what, we could just block out an hour, 2 hours, and just talk about stuff that we like or love and enjoy. And that was the main thing, because I mean, 6 years ago we were shut down.
I know.
I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy to think, and it was 6 years ago. I mean, it's mind blowing.
We were all in such a weird state of mind, during that time as well, right? Nobody had ever experienced anything like that before. It was so new and different to everyone. It was like something we made the joke. It was like something out of a science fiction movie, right? To be living through a pandemic. But Roy, I think you sort of touched on it and virtually nailed it. I mean, because for me anyway, and I think for you guys as well, it's escapism as well, doing these shows and these segments, right? It's something that we love to do. We and engage with so many different people around the world, and the dialogue and the conversation that gets thrown around is just wonderful, and it means a lot to a lot of people.
Yeah, it really, really does. And I think that's what's really cool about it. Plus, you know what, we're talking about different things that we enjoy, and it's opened the doors to meet a lot of really cool people, not only the guests that have been on the show, but the fans. And it's like Randy just said, he was just talking about, when I mentioned about taping. And, I know how I felt when I went to a Star Trek convention for the first time in '86. And I was walking around the dealer's room, and then somebody's playing on a cassette recorder the sound effects from Lost in Space when they encounter the spaceship in Condenda Space, the first episode of the third season. And it's the prison ship. And I heard that sound. It's like a pulsating sound of the ship. And I just turned and I was like, whoa. And then these two guys were talking about it, and I was like, okay, this is cool, because it's like somebody else is doing this. So it's like, you can kind of relate. And this is, again, before the internet. I mean, we had Starlog magazine, which I always, always, always want to give a shout out to, because I mean, that was our internet. I mean, that was my internet. I mean, and so many other people out there. I mean,
it was. We've said that several times as well. Starlog, was our science fiction encyclopedia of the day. Right, it was the go-to for everything. Right, if you're looking forward to any project, or in a lot of cases, guys, we that's the first place we found out about particular projects. Right, that's the first time you heard about Star Wars. Right, because nobody else was covering it. Right, it's just a really remarkable time to think back on, and it was a great time to grow up in the '70s, '80s. And wonderful motion pictures, of course, tied to those eras that mean a lot to so many people, even to this day. It's not just movies. I mean, Ross, it's like, music. I'm tied to the music of the 1980s very much, just because that's when I grew up, and it's just, it's hard not to hear a track or a particular piece and not feel a little bit of nostalgia, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah,
we're all getting old, I guess.
No, we are.
Yeah. No, I'm saying,
I'm sorry, what was that, Ross?
I mean, the movies and the music have changed so much, So, yeah, it's kind of tied to an era. It was a long era. We had a good run.
Yep.
But it all imploded eventually.
I don't know. The style of filmmaking today drives me crazy. Things are just cut too fast. Not everybody does it, thank God, but a lot of the films, I mean, it's just like there's such quick edits, and it's like you're going from one scene to the other, and then when you get to the next scene, it's like the action's already happening. It's like, I don't know. I mean,
you see how subtly I shifted it to the negative? Turning right to the dark side.
Ross used the force on me. It's true, though. I mean, I love talking about it, but it's just, and every decade has its tone. It's crazy. I mean, I see it in television, I see it in film, especially in television. My God, I'm watching something, I'm like, that's 60s, and then it's up. That's definitely the 70s, and I don't know. I could go on and on about it, but anyway, Warren, I want to give you a plug. Oh, and I'm freezing up here. I lost you guys. Sorry. A lot of cool stuff going on, and congratulations with everything. If I can bring it up on the screen, it's trying. It's almost there. Almost there. Almost there. There it is. I know, really. So real quick, I want to give you a plug for Return. Yeah, exactly. It was only appropriate because Randy had the bay, the Eagle, Launchpad 1 bay there. But no, Return to Moonbase Alpha. The Kickstarter is got 20 more days, and you, as of right before the show, the original goal I believe was 11,000 and $26,474 US. I'll say US because you're in Canada, has been raised. And there's still 20 days to go. There's a lot of there's stretch goals that are out there, and it's coming along, and it's coming along nicely. So again, kudos to all the work you put into it, and I just want to say well done, because I know you put a lot of time and effort into it, and you deserve the credit for that.
Thank you so much. I won't drone on about I think everybody knows. We've got another convention coming up, and of course we're tying that into this little project because we're going to be filming this project during the convention. But most importantly, if I could just take 30 seconds and just talk about our latest stretch goal that we just sort of announced in the last day or two here, because we were funded within 3 hours, and then within the first week we hit our first stretch goal, and it's the sky's the limit. Like I have no idea where we're going to be in another 20 days. So thank you to everybody out there, first and foremost. But very exciting. And Roy, I want to piggyback off something you were just stating and referencing, and that's that when space came out, when we all grew up in the 1970s, there was a certain appeal and charm to every film and TV show that we watched, and a lot of that, of course, came down to the visual aesthetic, right? And that's what at least in the case of Space 1999, I still find to this day is it holds up, right? And the visual effects work that Brian Johnson and crew did, and were able to achieve on a virtually a shoestring television budget are just remarkable to this day. I mean, nobody can argue that they didn't knock it out of the park. So long story short, I'm not sure if you heard, but our latest stretch goal is actually going to be a practical effects or a special effects stretch goal. But we're doing something a little different this time out, and we're really, really trying to capture that essence of the tone and the feel of the 1970s with all the shots that we're going to commission. And we have actually some very exciting people coming on board. No names just yet, but long story short is that we're really trying to capture lightning in a bottle once again with the entire look and feel of these effect shots. So this isn't going to be a Star Wars spaceships flying and zinging and zipping around. I mean, these are going to be, well thought out, maybe a single ship in a shot, similar to 2001, right? And that's where Brian and Johnson and team took a lot of their inspiration, right? It's just, it was a beautifully crafted visual experience, and we're really trying to do that again. And here's the real kicker that I'm just so excited to announce to everybody out there, is that this stretch goal is going to be utilizing and incorporating the actual original props used on Space 1999, 50 years ago. So not replicas, right? Not fan recreations or anything like that, which don't get me wrong, there's some nice ones out there, but these are the original pieces, and we're just so thrilled to have them involved in our project, and going to be, capturing them all on film again for the first time since 1976, 1977.
That sounds really cool. So I'm not going to say anything. One assumption I can make, though, is potentially we may get to see Eagle 2, I'm assuming.
So like I said,
Eagle 2, no names, no. I know it won't be Eagle 1, because Eagle 1 sadly,
everybody knows that Eagle One is sort of untouchable. It's lost, if you will, to the void, right?
which is heartbreaking.
It is right. But you know what? We've still got a lot of really, really cool resources, and as you know, there's a lot of very, very gracious, generous collectors out there who have for years, brought all these pieces to show and display and exhibit at the live events, and we're just really excited. I mean, there have been some preliminary discussions ongoing, right? But we don't want to commit anyone fully. This is more just about, the goal. I mean, because if we don't reach the goal, then it's just not going to happen. But if we can work together to achieve it, then it's going to allow us to really get a little more serious about putting these people and their collections together, and coordinating things in front of a camera. So very exciting, and hope you all. I'm not even sure the Kickstarter thing. It's like Kickstarter something ish. Go there. Return to Moonbase Alpha. You'll find it. But follow us on the pages as well. Of course, Space 1999, Return to Moonbase Alpha for all the latest updates on the Kickstarter, and 20 days to go. So there we have it.
Very, very cool. No, thank you for sharing that, Warren. Very, very, that's very, very exciting. A lot of stuff with Space 1999 coming up, and the future is fantastic.
Absolutely.
I'm getting reports now. People are posting comments. It looks like Artemis is down.
Oh, wow, we missed it. Yeah, I was listening in the background, and it said you guys were thinking it was coming up, and then it said an hour and a half.
Yeah. So let me. I'm sorry we missed that.
Maybe it was there.
Hold on 1 second.
I see on our show it says 1:31. Maybe that's what they were watching the show when they were landing.
That could be. Yeah, I'm gonna try to hold on 1 second, and then I want to come back to what you were talking about too, Warren. Just give me 1 second.
No, I'm good. In fact, I'm gonna have to actually jump, but I'll watch for Artemis in the background. Thanks very much for the time tonight, guys, and congratulations to both of you again for all your work and effort over the years.
No, we appreciate it. And in fact, Chris Trice is out there right now too. He said he was saying, would that be Star Wars with Roscoe Lee Brown?
You recorded. I was going to ask the same question. Yeah.
Martin said hi. Shari said hi also.
Thanks. Yeah.
No, so anyway,
so nice to see everybody out there. But yeah, sorry, I'm just on a little bit of a time frame tonight. But,
take care, Warren.
Chris is saying it's down to 20 minutes. Recovery cruise and tennis. Yeah, I'll be watching for that. We all hope and pray that everybody gets home safely as well. So,
yep,
awesome.
Absolutely. Take care.
Okay, thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Take care, Warren.
Yeah, I'm sorry we missed that, but you know what? I'm glad they're down safe. That's the most important thing. So. Sue's out there. Sue's joining us from Massachusetts. She said splashdown successful. Artemis II crew safely back on Earth. That's wonderful.
Glad to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Let me see here. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to try this real quick. And there we go. There she is. Wow. How cool is that?
There you go.
All
send some hearts.
Yeah, definitely. Very, very cool.
You see all the hearts going up.
That is history in the making, though, with that.
Yeah.
I mean, growing up in the 70s, and when you think back about, the space program and everything, it's, I don't know, just like watching it on television and getting like the blurbs about it brought back a lot of memories.
Yeah.
It's hard to think that. And I'm going to give, mention to Jeffrey Morris. I was hoping Jeffrey was going to be able to come on tonight, but I know he had something planned. But really, in regards to the Eagle obsession, I mean, granted, the focus was the Eagle for, from Space 1999, but, with that, he was doing different interviews and everything throughout the documentary. And the crux of that, too, was everything that was supposed to happen in the 1960s and the 70s, or did happen in the 60s, leading into the 70s, and then maybe hopefully for the future, and then everything just kind of stalled.
Yeah.
And here we are now, where it's kind of being reignited. So
I know, and it is funny.
thanks, Mark. Take care.
Yeah, it's funny though, because back then, I was so into it. I was so optimistic. There was something so positive about the making it to the moon, and it was inspirational for so many people, and it still is. But now we've got the whole political paranoia. It's like in the 70s. The 70s movies where you always had those political paranoia movies. And it's kind of like that. It's like, well, what are they going to do with the moon? Yeah, I'm happy for the astronauts and the explorers and the scientists and what have you, but I don't want them putting an Amazon warehouse on the moon or space lasers or it's like, leave my moon alone. I don't want to look up and see advertising on the moon.
Right. And just keep it pure.
Yeah.
Thanks, Marianne, for joining us. Have a great night. No, you know what, Ross? It's funny you brought that up too, because I was thinking when they were heading back, and I was just thinking about the 4 astronauts, and just thinking how they're up there, they're away from everything down, here on the Earth, and everything that's going on here, and it's like, they were having their special time, their special moment. They were representing, humankind, and just doing what they were doing, and I'm just thinking how amazing. And you talk about the bond the 4 of those astronauts are going to have, they were going to have, and just being a part of that and away from everything down here. And now, they're coming back and they're home, they're back safe, looking on the screen, which is amazing, which is wonderful. But it's just that how that's got to be, though, as far as a life-changing experience. It's just,
well, yeah, the 4 of them, I mean, they've gone further than any human being, so it's I mean, it's a very positive thing, but they're just lucky they had a planet to come back to.
Yes. Well, yeah. Jenny said Splashdown was a very emotional event. They made it and the mission was successful. Big relief, very exciting. Yeah, absolutely. Linda just said, I'm with you, Ross. Yeah. And it's funny you're saying about the advertising. It's just, you want to be able to look up the moon and just say, yeah, okay, there's the moon. Yeah. I
mean, I just want to dream like I used to, and just think things were amazing, and not that somebody's always out to destroy something or turn something to their own profit or their own will. Everything's got to be like Blade Runner now.
Jack comments, Jack, thanks for joining us tonight. He said, life is made of moments. Your corner is the birthplace of many amazing moments in our shared sci-fi world. Many thanks for hanging in there and providing those awesome moments. Thank you so much, Jack. That's very, very nice. Thank you. Hey, Leslie, thanks for joining us.
Howdy.
Randy just said alleged splashdown. Kidding.
They're all out in the desert eating rattlesnake right now.
It's so funny. I was as a joke, I was going to say, hey, Ross, you want to revisit Capricorn 1?
Yeah.
The other movie that I suggested to Ross, but I thought it was better to do this tonight, and we can joke about it now, is and I can't even think of the title of it. Oh my God. I sent you the link. What was that?
Yeah, I'd never heard of it. It was a TV movie.
It was a television movie. Glenn Corbett was actually the star of that movie. And the title is escaping me. Oh my God. That's terrible.
I'm glad you brought it up.
It came out in 1974. And was it The Intruder?
Was it The Intruder? I don't know. Maybe.
That's coming to mind. I'm thinking it was The Intruder.
It'll probably be terrible.
Yeah. Well, it actually had a decent cast, and Glenn Corbett was really good. But
yeah.
So
take a chance.
Yeah. Oh, Randy, Shari said I've had some of that bubble gum. Oh boy.
So we're not allowed a bubble gum.
Yeah, we're not allowed. I'm just trying to see if I have any more comments. Chris just said, perspective, this is how important all the political machinations of Earth and greed are to the universe. he's sending up a link. We'll definitely check that out. Leslie said, congratulations on 300 shows, but no Orca. Sorry.
We did Orca, didn't we?
No.
We just watched it.
We watched it.
She made us watch it, and then.
Well, she had a good excuse.
I know, but now it's all in my body again. I got a detox from Orca. I don't know what the half-life is on watching Orca, but I'm still feeling it.
Richard Harris, right?
I got it in me.
Anyway, it's all good. It's all good, Ross. It's all good. So.
Except the movie. Yeah.
Except for the movie, that you said. But yeah.
Maybe.
So that's awesome. I'm just glad that they're back.
Yeah.
So anyway, with that said, we're going to start to wind down, folks, and I'm going to go through the shout outs really. Actually, going to do a couple shout outs real quickly and start with the screen, if I can get it to go. I'm having a lot of tech issues tonight. I apologize, everybody. Thanks for hanging in there. We have a lot of people out there too, so thanks for your patience.
I hope people stick around.
So I want to give a shout out to Mike, Mike and Mary Beth.
Big surprise. Yeah.
What was that, Ross?
I hope people stick around for after the shout outs for the big surprise.
There's a big surprise.
It's the biggest.
Oh, shoot. Bigger, better, more exciting than ever. Anyway, Mike and Mary Beth for Sci-Fi Distilled. They are on Wednesday nights, and they are doing the movie Alien Nation, which came out in 1988. And that had Mandy Patinkin and James Caan in the lead roles. Interesting enough, Shari and I saw Mandy Patinkin at the State Theater back in March of 2007. And he was very appreciative that the folks there stayed because there was a major, major snowstorm.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Inigo Montoya.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, with that, I want to give a shout out to Countrygate Players. Countrygate, as you know, is in Belvedere, New Jersey. And Countrygate is going to be doing their first show for the year, and it is The Miracle Worker. And the dates are April 18th and 19th and the 25th and the 26th. If you are in the Belvedere, New Jersey area, definitely check out Countrygate. You can go to their website, which is www.countrygate.org. And then also our friend Bill Scarrato, Bill who owns the theater, has a personal website, which is www.billscarrato.com. So definitely check that out. And in fact, I was just in an acting workshop for 6 weeks with Bill, and it was fantastic and definitely enjoyed it. It was a nice diversion and a lot of fun. And what was great about it too was there was not the pressure of having to perform on stage because I am not. The muscle is, or excuse me, the brain is like a muscle and muscle memory in regards to learning lines and everything. So it was good to start stretching that muscle a little bit because we did some scene studies, which was fun. But I'm definitely a little rusty. My next venture is going to be with Lou when we do his movie, so looking forward to that. And I want to give a shout out to Captain Phil, Captain Phil's Planet. Captain Phil was on earlier. Captain Schedule. He's with WUSB 90.1 FM, Stony Brook, New York. He's on Thursdays from 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and he's also on Friday nights, like from 10 to 11:30 p.m., except for the fourth Fridays of each month. So definitely check out Captain Phil's Planet. And also want to give a shout out to Abnormal Fixation, our friend John Kenneth Muir. John's a great guy, and him and his crew, in regards to the second season, John was on with everyone 2 Sundays ago, and it was just so much fun. They have released episodes 1 through 7. If you have not checked it out, it is an award-winning show, which is a web-based series. Definitely check it out. You can catch it on YouTube. They are going to be releasing an 8th episode sometime in the next month or 2, but they did release the first 6, which were pretty much they ran together. They were like, there was a story arc. The 7th episode is a standalone episode, and then there will be the 8th episode for the season. So, and there is going to be a 3rd season of Abnormal Fixation too, which will be coming out for next year. But if you haven't seen it yet, please check it out. And also quickly, I just want to give a shout out to, Warren was talking about it before, Manchester 1999, The Last Sunset. For information in regards to that, you can visit the website, which is www.space199950years.com. There's going to be a lot of guests that are going to be there. Definitely check out the website. And as Warren was saying, that is going to be in conjunction with Return of Moonbase Alpha being shot at the event. So definitely check that out. And then Ross, if you can let everybody know what you've got going on.
All right. Well, these are my 3 radio shows, recorded shows. Picture Perfect's on right now. The last minutes of that. That's National Poetry Month. So I have all films inspired by poets or about poetry, including Dead Poet Society and Il Postino. And right now, Dmitri Tiomkin's music for Cyrano de Bergerac is playing. The show concludes with that. That's Fridays at 8 o'clock, so we're on opposite when the show airs. Sweetness and Light is my light music show. That's Saturday mornings at 11 o'clock Eastern Time. And this week, it's my annual April in Paris show, so it's all French music that's as good as spring itself. And then The Lost Chord, tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Eastern, is Godzilla Meets the Seven Samurai. The Japanese composers who are better known for their film scores, Ikiro Ifukube, who did the Godzilla scores, or a lot of them. I'm playing his Japanese Rhapsody, and then a piano concerto by Fumio Hayasaka, who did a lot of the Kurosawa movies. So you get to hear some of their concert music tomorrow night on The Lost Chord at 7 o'clock Eastern. They air on KWAX. That's the URL. And I promote the shows on my Facebook page. So I'll write about those tomorrow morning. Sweetness and Light and The Lost Chord. You can learn more about them there. And I hope you follow the page, Classic Ross Amico. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks, Ross.
Thanks, Ron.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And then lastly, Ross and I will be back next week.
What's happening?
And that will be the 17th. And we will be discussing, we don't know yet, so stay tuned. And that'll be episode 301.
Because we never plan ahead.
Yeah. But anyway, I want to say thank you to everybody that's out there. Thank you for taking the time out to come on. Thank you for taking the time out to watch us these last 6 years. Again, whether you watch one episode or you watch a few, if you watch the show on the rewind, it's very much appreciated. Everybody has their lives going on. Everybody's busy. And I'm just glad that we can still bring some fun to the airwaves and do this. So it's appreciated. And yeah, thank you.
Are you ready? Are you ready for this?
Uh-oh. Yep, I'm ready.
All right. Happy birthday to you. Everybody. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Roy's Tie-Dye Sci-Fi Corner. Happy birthday to you. You're not singing, Roy.
You don't want to hear me sing.
Is it facing the right way?
No, but that's okay.
It is over here, but here I'll do it like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Ready? Do it again. You can cut it out. We do happy anniversary to you, like Marilyn Monroe. We can do that. Yeah. Anyway.
Thank you, Ross.
Blow it out, Roy. Good job. Did you make a wish?
I did.
Very good. Very good. Well,
Thank you, Ross. That was a big surprise, and I did
you're
not
welcome. I guess I'm going to have to eat it.
Sherry said nice. Linda says happy anniversary, Ross and Roy.
Thank you.
Jenny says here's to another 300. Congrats, Roy and Ross. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Much appreciated. This was a lot of fun. And Brennan just said, chapter.
Yes, make a wish, Sherry.
Leslie said, hope you had a wonderful weekend. Victoria's doing Cyclone Con at Senate College. Oh, and awesome. Tell her to enjoy, Leslie. That's very, very cool. And have a wonderful weekend as well. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, did I make a wish? Did we make a wish?
Ross?
Oh, of course. I made a wish for how many episodes?
Don't tell it. Don't say what it is because you don't want to.
Well, I'm trying to keep it from happening. So.
Ross is like, yeah,
300 more episodes.
Anyway, yes, I did make a wish. So.
All right.
Thanks for that, Ross. That was nice.
Very good. Everybody,
take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. And as always, live long and prosper. And I'm glad that we could be on to at least acknowledge the splashdown of Artemis II. So that is, I'm so happy to know that they're back safe. And we can say it happened during the 300th episode. And how cool is that? So definitely very, very happy about that. It's about timing. So
I agree.
So cheers, everyone. Good night.
Cheers. Back to fun next week.